What are your kind of diagnoses of what's going on with not being able to get that first win of the season?
Well, I don't know. It's like there's no guarantees, okay? And, if we didn't come out and totally put on one of our best games, okay, we dominate the first half. Corners, chances, eliminate their chances, and they get in line and they score on one. And, there's small little things that we probably can do, maybe an extra pass and in the final third instead of maybe a little rushed in the box because we're a little anxious. But at the end of the day, we get chances. And it's frustrating because the girls have worked their butt off. And they deserve better. They do. And then I don't know how else to explain it. I said I told them it's like they kept the ShopRite thing on that they do at halftime.
Sounds like you're happy with the execution of the game.
I'm so proud today. What are you going to do? Life is life. It's like, I can't, there's no guarantees. We're going to play great and win. All I can ask is that we go and do everything. That's what we said, all of us. We're going to do every single thing today, okay, to put us in a situation to win the game. Check, 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 check. So I'm so freaking proud of them today. Definitely. Yes, I'm disappointed we won. I want to win, okay? I'm a winner. But I can't not be proud. They did everything. It's unfair, unfortunately.
Would you say that this was their overall best performance, or would you say more the first half might be their best performance?
I think we put together maybe longer periods of really good play today. I think it helped having 2 6s today in the build-up phase. I think in keeping possession, I think it made it hard for them, and they had to chase because we usually play 1-6. So I think, I think we've played good in many games. I have to say, it's not, everyone keeps telling me, holy crap, I can't even believe this, but it's true. So, got to keep digging. Next step.
What do you think of the overall progress of the team so far?
Overall progress?
Overall progress.
It's like I said, I'm proud. This team is a lot of people that are new, put together, come from different places, different coaching staff, different coaching style, right? And today, come on, that's, heck yeah. We play like one of the top teams in the league, hands down.
How's the morale? How are the players handling it?
After that, they were good. Yeah. What are you going to do? Like they said it, we're like, look at each other and say, shit. They're upset because they played so good and they can't get a result, It's like, so yeah, I feel for them. Then, so the morale they're frustrated, they want to win, but, they also understand the difference between playing well and losing and not giving all, or people are walking, or that doesn't happen. We're all in all together, and then at the end of the day, yeah, I don't want to be the only team that doesn't have a win, of course, but I can't be upset about that. I can't be upset about their performance.
We haven't seen Lyon in a while. Anything to that?
No.
So with the tactical adjustment of having your 8 play more like a 6 today, is that something based on today's performance you might do more, or was that just to kind of try to counter Seattle?
A little bit it was against Seattle, a little bit it was for us also. So, usually when we play our 4-3-3 is more like a 4-1-4-1, okay? So in this formation, we kind of like we're just blocking, one side, but we also get to keep our three attackers higher instead of having them as like midfielders. 3 higher and then a 10. So when we won the ball, it wasn't just like 1 10 as we usually have, and then we have to wait for everyone to get up. That was kind of the adjustment. One a little bit off Seattle, but the first thing was we need to score goals. We need more players in scoring positions. How are we going to do that? Okay, this is how we're going to do it. How are we going to shift it so it meets Seattle? And then at the end, you're gonna change it up. You gotta go for it. So go for 3 back.
Defense has obviously been a little hampered with different injuries, but Rebecca Stott had a pretty solid performance tonight. How do you feel about her kind of stepping into a leadership role on that back line?
I think she's done great, but I think the whole back line has just been, whether we're playing, all of them. We've played 4 or 5 new players now. Stottie's been great, but they've all been really good, and they've stepped it up. And whoever we play back there, I feel good that they can perform. Frisbee came to our team not so long ago, and she had to play 3 90 minutes. So her first game was on Saturday, so she went 90, 90, 90. with so that's tough as well, especially as an outside back.
Any idea with Starowski who may be on the timeline?
Yeah, I mean they're going to look at her again. I mean it's the hamstrings, but there's nothing like tour, so we'll have to see. Of course, we're going to have a chance with her, but we'll see. We have a week to prepare. So.
What about Rodriguez? Was that an injury or rotation?
No, she that was a back problem. Yeah, it was a back problem. So she notified us yesterday after training. Well, during training, she started feeling like, and she's had in the past something with her disc. So the doctor said they want to really look at her on Tuesday, not to risk it. So it was an injury. Last minute.
You faced the Seattle team a couple times. What's the biggest lesson that you think you and the team have been able to learn from them? Maybe is there something that you could take that you could apply for future matches?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
No.
I think we have their number. That's the hard part. In Seattle, I can't say that we played to our potential, but here in the rainstorm, I think we had their number. 2 penalties. Come on, it's almost like just strike my lightning. Here we go. Here.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, it's right over your shoulder.
I'm pretty unlucky right now. I think I'm getting out of here.
By connecting Rumi and Ali, we drew one of their players and started connecting more and finding players in the half spaces. So.
Since you played them before, was there anything that you learned from the previous matches that you applied for today?
One thing we knew is that they're very dangerous. Okay, they're very dangerous. Every pre-game talk we've had is that we cannot allow them to get on the ball and advance forward. As soon as we lost the ball, we're trying, especially in the middle of the field, we're trying to regain it as soon as possible, because if they advance forward, if they have 2-3 seconds, they have players that can punish teams left and right.
Back line, as we talked about earlier, keeps people coming in and out. How did it look tonight to you?
I thought they were good. I thought they were very organized, disciplined, with exception of a couple of times, a couple of dangerous opportunities that they had. I thought that we handled everything very well, and even the ones that came from the side, it didn't necessarily come because of mistake in the back line. It was different things that happened, whether it's midfielder lost the ball or counterattack, which it will happen. When you play a team like Sky Blue with players like them, if you can keep them on 2 or 3 good opportunities, I think it's successful.
Is Fishlock still not ready for 90?
She's not quite ready, and you could tell that as the game was going by, she was slowing down a little bit, but the minutes that she was ready, she was very good for us. She was the one that she was our outlet, basically. The ball, once the ball came to her, we were able to break the line behind and create opportunities. I thought we had Jody had a couple of good opportunities, Pino had a couple, Jazz, but at the end, that's the game. As long as we don't get scored on, one is enough.
I thought you would try to play wider to Rapinoe. Do I not know what I'm talking about, or is that?
First, like I said, we were trying to get in the pocket, but then once we figured out that they're going with 2 holding midfielders, and especially with Killian, she was anticipating that ball or cheating slightly on that pocket or half space. We had to pull even wider in between the lines, which I thought we did a good job finding her there, and we started creating different things. Actually, the ball to her brought a little different dynamics to our game.
Elizabeth Addo had her second start. She's obviously a new player, not just to the Reign, but also to the NWSL. How would you describe her performance and her transition so far?
I thought she's getting along well. I mean, she's getting adjusted to the game very well. Obviously, it's a little more physical than what she's expected, but I thought that her creativity comes out and she figures out a way to solve problems, which is important, and I think that she's just going to get better as the games are going by.
So overall, how would you assess your team's progress so far this season? And are you where you're at? Do you want to get to a different level from here?
I think we're a little bit ahead of where I thought we were going to be at this point, which I'm happy. And this game was probably not a real picture of how Seattle should look or is looking, but we played at home a week ago, traveled to Houston and played there. It was 95 degrees. Traveled here, another hot night. So it was a little, and we had a couple of injuries. Obviously, players not ready. So when you put I'm not looking for any excuses. I'm just saying a couple of things that impacted the performance. But I'm very proud of the group. It's not an easy win. We're coming to a team that is extremely organized, aggressive, hungry for that first win, and we fought through for those 3 points. I mean, that was a good character win, and very happy, very proud of them. I think that in order to do well in this league, you need about 3 or 4 of these wins.